Together with our loved ones, that's always life's best and the most memorable moments. As China embraces the Year of the Rabbit, let's share these good times with friends amid music, laughter, and food. Together, again, the Spring Festival special of World Insight. Hello and welcome to our Spring Festival special on World Insight. Together again. I'm Tian Wei. 过年好, Happy Chinese New Year. We bid goodbye to the year 2022, the year of the tiger, and welcome 2023, the year of the rabbit. As a tradition of World Insight, we bring you this special edition on Chinese Lunar New Year and its zodiac. This time, the rabbit. The rabbit's image is deeply loved by people around the world. Rabbits have inspired both Chinese mythologies and Western tales. For most Chinese, the animals in the zodiac are seen everywhere during the Spring Festival, especially for those dedicated to cultural heritage protection and education. Matthew Hu is one of them. In his Countyard Institute, history and tradition are well preserved. They are experienced and practiced by the younger generation as well through education and sometimes winter camps. Courtyard camps give children a chance to live a life in one of the most historical hutongs in Beijing. Here they find connections between traditional Chinese culture and themselves.
皮卡丘，我喜欢《疯狂动物城》里面那个主角兔子。
我最喜欢中国传统过年的兔爷。
I like bunnies because bunnies are very furry and I very like bunny's little furry tail because it was very cute.
I like the bunny's ears because it's very long and very cute.
I like the bunny's tail because the bunny's tail is furry.
我喜欢小兔子的眼睛，因为水灵灵的，很好看，而且很可爱。自从嫦娥登月以后，上面有一只玉兔，这只玉兔就是说要给嫦娥磨一种能回到凡间的药，然后玉兔就在月球上面找药材来磨药。
小兔子快快，大门开开，快点开开，我要进来。小兔子快快，大门开开，快点开开，我要进来。就开就开，我就开，妈妈回来了，把门开。
Recently, I visited him and also have really some fun with the kids. We joined the children to make tanghulu, a sugar-coated hawthorn, a traditional winter snack in Beijing, and had an interesting conversation about the year of the rabbit with them. Every time when I come here, always so much fun. For example, making the sugar-coated fruits on a stick, very nice.
Yeah, that's also something that we try to promote. Not only for children but also for adults, also for expats.
Count me in next time.
Okay, we will do.
Now I see a room. We're sitting in this secretive room of Mr. Hu, right?
We'll call it tea room.
A tea room. Okay, it's called tea room, but now it's full of rabbits.
Yes,
Just look behind.
Yes.
兔爷.
Yeah, the rabbit year is coming.
Yes, and also you have some very special gift for us. our audience with so many different kinds of rabbits.
Yes, yes.
Show it to us.
Well, we have of course, the most famous rabbit gods.
Yes.
The rabbit gods are more or less symbolism of, the culture of old Beijing, and it has occupied a very important place in Chinese festival celebrations in the past.
Every kid should have one, right?
Normally, every year you go to the market, go to the temple fair, you buy a new one for your family, for
I
your
see.
kids.
A renewed one every
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Wow. That's yours?
Yes, it's a gift from a very famous craftsman who is famous for making this kind of rabbit gods.
Look at them, so cute.
Yeah. They do
This is a male, female, it seems. She has long lashes.
Exactly. So we call them the rabbit god and his wife.
Okay. What about other rabbits in this room?
Well, in this room, I think I would like to present you a small gift for you and for your colleagues.
This is Fu.
This is a food tailor-made for this coming rabbit year.
Fu means fortune.
Exactly. As you can see, part of the fortune, part of the Fu character is being drawn like a rabbit.
Like this part.
Exactly. Yeah. We have a few more, and
Like this.
like this one. This is much cuter. It's
So more calligraphy, less rabbit.
Yes, less rabbit. This one is a combination of Chinese seal script together with rabbit.
Oh, okay.
That one is more of a running style. This is more seal style.
I see. Our audience will be ever more confused. It takes them enormous amount of ability to write the Chinese calligraphy. Now they have to learn how to draw.
Exactly. But honestly, I think the secret of Chinese calligraphy is all about line work. So as long as you're good at calligraphy, drawing is much simpler.
I see.
It's a very important foundation for learning to draw.
If you can be a calligrapher, being a painter is no problem.
Exactly.
I see. That's my first takeaway for the Year of the Rabbit. But these are not the only gifts you have for us.
Exactly.
Because
We
you have something very, very precious.
Yes, we have a very good friend, Mr. Huang Yongsong.
Yeah.
He has been working on the preservation of Chinese folklore for
Da 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 da.
many decades. I think this is
What is this?
the fourth or fifth round of rabbit themed posters.
I see.
So normally each year he will produce a set of posters based on the Chinese New Year posters. And this one is
Beautiful.
more
Look at
made
that.
of paper cuts. So we have all kinds of rabbits
And
presented.
Yeah,
in
it's
this.
called 百兔成祥. So
Yeah.
it's like 100 rabbits
100
presenting you the fortune.
Exactly.
Ah.
We have, for example, in this one, this is obviously what you can do to decorate your windows in the
Yes.
past. And on top of each figure, you can see the hat is made of rabbits. And there's also some symbols, some paper cuts that it looks odd. You see that this one has a snake. This one also has a snake.
Right.
This one again is very obvious is a snake. This one more obvious. It's
Why
a snake.
there's a combination like this?
Uh,
Because snake is also one part of Chinese zodiac.
This is probably not really related to the make a snake year, but snake and rabbit. When they say that when the snake surrounds or encircle a rabbit, it meaning it will bring you good fortune.
I
So
see.
lots of merchants in the past welcome this kind of patterns very much.
I'm not sure what rabbits in the forest would agree with that.
No.
Okay.
That's why it
Wow, this
confused
is-
me a lot.
Yeah,
when
this
I
is
first
so
saw
beautiful.
that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And I saw you are trying to tell the kids, teach them how to look at the Chinese culture, what rabbits, the Year of the Rabbit mean to them. And
Exactly. I think for children nowadays, it's very important for them to learn about our own tradition. When you travel to other countries, you see other people or their children how to celebrate their own New Year. But each time you just can't, stop reflecting on my own culture. we have a lot we want to pass down to our next generation.
When I come into your little courtyard, I am already overwhelmed by the atmosphere of the festival. And it's not like artificial celebration. It is more about meandering in the culture and be able to take away the part in the heart.
I have to say that's not my contribution. It's really the charm of the traditional culture and traditional customs itself.
Yeah.
And we are also situated in a genuine Hutong neighborhood. And a lot of traditions were practiced for many centuries by the local people. So we are simply recreating them for the benefit of our children and for our friends.
You know what? I don't think I have already learned enough from you. So I would love to invite you to our studio and talk more with our audience. What do you think?
It's my honor.
That would be wonderful. So I'll see you there, huh?
Yes, yes.
The world is changing fast, taking all our lives with it. But we can change it too, by seeking answers to problems through discussions and debates. On World Insight, I ask direct questions to real people in the know, seek genuine answers, but respect diverse perspectives. Our live global debates tackle the most critical issues head-on. World Insight with Tian Wei go beyond the headlines.
Images may appear to be identical, but looks can be deceiving. The difference is not always obvious. It has to be discovered. There are always different sides to a story. We put the focus on the details. To see more, to understand better. CGTN. See the difference.
Together with our loved ones, that's always life's best and the most memorable moments. As China embraces the Year of the Rabbit, let's share these good times with friends amid music, laughter, and food. Together, again, the Spring Festival special of World Insight. Together again, welcome back to our Spring Festival special with me, Tian Wei. And I have carried out my promise. Matthew, who is here sitting in the studio with us. Good to see you again.
Very nice to meet you
It was
again.
wonderful to visit your cultural institute. Not only that, he's also bringing a friend, David Bartosch, well-known scholar of Chinese traditional culture. Now he's based in Zhuhai. David, good to see you. Happy New Year.
Hi. Hi,
Hello,
I'm very
David.
happy to be with you guys. Hi.
Hi, finally we are having our own reunion in a way.
Yes, very happy.
Finally together. So let's continue our discussion about the Year of the Rabbit. Matthew, you talked so much earlier about the rabbits and what it means in the Chinese culture. I know you have a new gift for us, even in the studio.
Yes, I came here with a few posters.
Okay,
And this
let's
is
show this. I can't
the
wait.
very first poster. This poster shows basically the rabbit culture.
Maybe we
from-
can unfold it for everybody.
From very early on, from about 5,000 years ago.
Okay, that's at the very beginning of
Yeah.
this poster.
Hongshan Wenhua period, the Red Hill culture period, about
Yes.
5,000 years ago. Yeah, and we have also made out symbols of the rabbit made from different materials, the jade, bronze, clay, or even ceramic.
What is your favorite?
My favorite is actually from Dunhuang. This one is 3 rabbits, but their ears entangled together. So you can see 3 rabbits with 3 ears only.
That's very interesting.
But each rabbit has 2 ears. So that's a very cute symbol.
In Dunhuang Grotto, there's always a very unique way of portraying what life has been and what the earth is about, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This kind of symbol actually can also be found along the Silk Road.
Yeah.
Not just in Dunhuang, but also in East Europe, in West Europe, and even in UK.
Yeah.
So you can
And now
find
here's
this.
also a jade rabbit. We see that quite often during the Mid-Autumn Festival, right?
That's obviously a very adorable symbol in the Chinese traditional culture, together with the fairy Chang'e, the moon god, goddess, the moon goddess.
And of course, all these little toys that you have shown also for us in the Cultural Institute that you run.
Sure. In Beijing, this is perhaps the most popular symbol, especially for this occasion. All the family will buy a new one for their children in the past.
I love this pair of shoes.
Well, that's quite cute.
Thank you so much. It's quite a gift.
Yeah.
You know, having all of this in front of us, it really makes us wonder, you know, how imaginative people need to be in order to come up with all of these different versions of rabbit. We also have some rabbit on our table right here. Of course, they are for children these days, but they are wonderful. Look at that, how cute it is.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. Why is the Chinese so fascinated about, you know, rabbit and the other zodiac signs?
Well, first of all, I think rabbit is obviously not the very first group of animals adopted by Chinese civilization, but it began to be adored by the Chinese culture. That's why in the poster I showed you, you can see that even as early as 5,000 years ago, our ancestors already started to carve the image of this kind of animal in all different forms. I think rabbit itself, it's not only very tamed, very adorable, but also it's symbolizing offsprings, as many offsprings as possible.
I see.
That's a very important symbol for a agricultural civilization.
David, I'm sure you are celebrating also with your family and loved ones the year of the rabbit. But
Yes,
to
of
you,
course.
why? You know, this the year of the rabbit, it seems certainly is being loved by many, especially the image of rabbit itself.
The image of the rabbit is really fascinating, and I'm it kind of, this image has accompanied me as a child already when I grew up in Germany, because we have also a very similar symbolism. It's called the Easter rabbit or Easter bunny. And actually, it's quite interesting. What we call the rabbit here, actually, it's two animals which have been mixed together. It can be the hare, which is the bigger version. The heart of the hare is 10 times bigger than that of the rabbit. And then there's the rabbit. They're actually two distinctive kinds of animals, but they look very similar, and they have been venerated, or there has been this symbolism ascribed to them in various cultures. And so for me, it's especially the rabbit or the hare is an animal that I can very much identify with, and so this new year of the rabbit arouses special warm feelings and also
that
memory.
all over the world we all love rabbits.
Yeah, and I think the rabbit is it's really fascinating, and I really like that Matthew has chosen this choose this image from Donghuang, because actually we also have the exact very same image in Germany. It's you will find it in coats of arms. So in city crests, there's a city called, I think it's Hasbergen, which has the name of the hare in the name of the city, which has a city crest looking exactly like the symbol in Donghuang. And also there's a famous church window in Paderborn, city of Paderborn, and it's exactly the same symbol. And there has been some research on that, and it seems very, very likely that it started in Donghuang, and then the symbol was transmitted via the Silk Roads and found its way even to England.
But you know, putting them into a zodiac picture, you look at the rabbit is between two very powerful symbols. You think about it, Matthew. One is the tiger, the last year, and the future year is going to be the year of the dragon.
Yes.
And you have the rabbit.
Yeah.
Quite, how shall I say, lovable, huggable, cute, hopping all around. You know, it's very different how you look at the personalities existing in the Chinese zodiac?
I think one personality that we picture rabbit is also very smart, very wise, and flexible. That's why we have a lot of idioms or stories associated with rabbits.
I know you're a storyteller, a very good one. So if you can make a story about 45 seconds, now it's your time to tell it.
Well, I think the most famous story about rabbit is how rabbit chose to find the 3 dens, so it never stay at one place. So that's a very popular phrase or idiom. Exactly.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and also we sometimes joke about, you mentioned about tiger, mentioned about the dragon, which are the neighbors on the 12 zodiac signs. So the wise rabbit will make the tiger and the dragon, which are 2 very powerful neighbors, fight with each other. That's why we have the dish. 龙虎斗.
So you're saying the rabbits actually are very strategic.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, David? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the rabbit also stands, I think, for tranquility and also peace. So I hope that that the next year will be more peaceful, and also that we will overcome the pandemics, and maybe also that things are turning more into a more thoughtful direction, so to speak, and that we also learn to see the connections between cultures and civilizations, which go way back. And I'm very thankful for Matthew's comment that he said it's a very ancient symbol. And actually, if you ask me about a story, there is a story that you can find all over Africa, which tells us that there is a moon goddess, and on the moon there's also a hare and a toad, and the moon goddess has an elixir of longevity, and the toad is supposed to bring it to people, and then it's too slow, and then she sends the hare, but the hare makes a mistake, and I really and so tells people that they cannot be immortal, although they can be immortal, as she told the toad. And I think the story is very interesting because it sounds so similar because also there's the story of Chang'e and the hare and the toad, and the hare is creating the elixir of immortality.
You know, our ancestors all over the world are just so smart. They try to make sure all the stories they invented about the animals or the nature are actually reflections of their own hope, the lessons and experiences they have learned throughout their life. So that's really a very smart way, in a way. Even in the artworks, we put in so many different kinds of shades to the story that we want to tell. About rabbit too. Earlier we talked about rabbit as a very happy animal, flexible and always cute. But actually, the Chinese artists also put in different shades to the works of art of rabbit, so that to illustrate different things. Matthew, I know you have a beautiful, beautiful painting in front of us.
Yeah, again, this is a poster prepared by a very good, well-known publisher called Han.
Yeah.
The poster painted by a Song Dynasty, Southern Song Dynasty painter. And you can see 2 rabbits, one gray one white, and there are also camellias flowers around. So this is a very outstanding example of artworks in the Southern Song Dynasty. As we all know, the Song is famous for its artworks.
Yes, and it's also well known for its intellectual approach.
Exactly.
If you compare that dynasty's artwork with all the other times in ancient Chinese history.
Yeah, many of my friends are fascinated about the Song culture.
I'm sure they do. I am too, but let's learn more throughout the year of the rabbit. But this is such a beautiful one because green, as we can see, different shades of green here. It's not that often that you see green in so many different shades become the dominating color of a painting, ancient painting in China. So this is something really shines. Where did you have it? Where is that actually?
It's from Taipei Palace Museum.
I see.
But this one is artwork, reprint of that artwork from Han publishing company, which is a very well-known company promoting traditional Chinese culture.
Good luck to them. Good luck to you and many of the others who are trying to preserve the Chinese culture and the cultures of their own. Some are talking about more high-end, like the painting you showed to us, Matthew. But others are more focusing on the folk culture.
Yeah.
David is a researcher of Confucianism of Wang Yangming, who is a master of Confucianism later, also during the Song Dynasty, apparently. So how do you see, two very different ways of looking at Chinese culture? The high-end intellectual approach that many of us see in the Forbidden City, in the museums around the world, and also the very folk approach that you see every year reflected in the celebration of a Lunar New Year in China. So how do you see this, Matthew?
Well, I think that high art, appreciated by the Confucius scholars or Chinese literati, is a very important form of artwork, carry on our tradition, our Chinese culture. But on the other hand, the folk art is also very important for us to educate the general public. So a lot of people did just use their savings towards the year end to buy some interesting toys for their kids or some daily used utensils. But each one they would like to have some auspicious meanings. So for the coming rabbit year, they would buy some like the hat with rabbit symbols or shoes, as you pointed out just now. So also posters, or also the Fu Chinese lucky signs
that you showed to me earlier in your Cultural Institute.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
love
brought,
those.
brought a few with me. So this is
you showed me earlier already. Yeah,
these
are just so cute.
Yeah, very popular nowadays because
I would like to just show it on our table. Could you put it over there? Yes.
Yeah. So this one were actually done by my friends and colleagues. So it was different signs of luck.
Yes.
With different rabbit symbols.
So I want to use this sign brought by Matthew. Let's do it together. So everyone, happy the year of the rabbit.
Yeah.
Hope it's a healthy and prosperous year for all of you. Thank you. Thank you, David. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
祝年
Happy New
快乐
Year.